This is Eddie Hearn, Matchroom Boxing. You're watching Sporting Icons. You don't need to be anywhere else.
Now, Eddie Hearn has stated, and it seems pretty clear to me, that he has no worries about Anthony Joshua having to vacate the WBO World Heavyweight title. Of course, this has been an ongoing saga for quite some time, that potentially he may have to vacate the IBF or vacate the WBO, because both the sanctioning bodies just weren't willing to concede. But it does appear that the WBO have conceded and have said, okay, fine, you go fight the IBF, but afterwards you'll fight in our mandatory in Oleksandr Usyk. So when Joshua fights Pulev, of course, if everything gets over the line with that fight and he doesn't have to vacate the IBF because they can strike a deal, then the WBO title will also be on the line. So it's good that Joshua doesn't have to vacate a title. In some ways, it could be seen as a precautionary measure for Eddie Hearn if he can get Anthony Joshua to vacate the WBO title, and if that belt can be on the line for Usyk versus Chisora, or the winner go fight Parker, at least that belt is still in-house. He'll still have some control over the heavyweight division if the unfortunate happens and Anthony Joshua ends up losing to Pulev. Because if he loses to Pulev, he ain't going to get a rematch because it's mandatory, which means Pulev will then have to go fight Usyk. So it could be a calculated risk, but there could also be a reward in some way, shape or form. But I suppose in some ways we'll just have to wait and see what happens with that one. But either way, the WBO have allowed Anthony Joshua to keep his belt for the foreseeable future and then defend it against potentially Oleksandr Usyk a little further down the line. Well, next, actually. So that's good news. I know that was something that a lot of fans were quite concerned about, the fact that Anthony Joshua may have to vacate one of the belts. But anyway, as of right now, WBO seem quite content and quite happy to allow Anthony Joshua to defend that belt against Pulev, providing he goes and fights Usyk straight away after. Good news? Sure. Drop your thoughts below, click thumbs up, subscribe. Catch you all on the next video.